Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and I'm going to bring to you another skills-only, no guns run-through. And as you can see, this is Russian Consulate, World Tier 5, and Hard Mode. And
Agent, we're intercepting
by doing
LMB
this,
radio
you'll
chatter.
see the way that I run
It
this
sounds like they
mission
picked up the
using no
immunologist
guns
message
whatsoever,
like we did.
just
Shoot
using
the consulate and try to locate him.
seeker mines
We'll let you know if
and
we
using
ID any
flame
likely
turrets.
hiding spots.
And this is with my previously shown build with 3-piece tacticians and 3-piece firecrest with 9,400 plus on electronics, over 353,000 skill power, and 50% skill haste. And all that comes in pretty good. As you can see, the flame turret does a pretty good job of melting down the purples. The seeker mines with, I call it the split mine, where it breaks off into 5 or 6 separate mines. Whenever it gets deployed, it will seek out. It lives up to its name. So I also use them for what I call recon by seeker. If I don't know where they are, then I just throw this out and never find it. Now with the turret, I believe I'm also getting a pulse effect. I'm not 100% sure. But between the turret and the seeker, that's all I need to complete this entire mission. This first part, I sit in the same spot. Yes, it looks kind of boring, and it can be a little bit boring if this is all you're doing. And this is not how I play all the time. This is just to kind of showcase what you can do with the skills and how good the skill power is actually used for. Now, when you're part of a team, you're going to be really squishy, so all you do is you hide, throw seekers, throw turrets, and try not to stick your head out. Doing so results in frequent death. So when you're playing in a team, the best thing you can do is just run out, throw seekers, throw turrets, and be useful. So what good is having somebody who just hides and cheats, pretty simply? Just throwing seeker mines, just throwing turrets, anybody can do that. Well, yeah, anybody can do it if you've got the good enough build for it. And the common sense not to keep sticking your head up. And this goes along the lines with what I say of play like an old guy, which I'm going to do a separate video just explaining what I mean by play like an old guy. What you'll see a lot of times is the younger generation, they want to get in there, they want to get in a battle, I gotta get in there, I gotta kill something, I gotta do this, they get so frickin' hyper, and they rush in there, and they get their ass kicked. And then you see them doing the crawl of shame. Please resurrect me, please bring me back. You do it, what do? They run back in there and do the same shit all over again and get killed again. Oh well, if that's what they do, and that's what they want to do, you knock yourself out. But me, I'd rather play through, know where the spawns are, know when and where they're going to spawn, what triggers them to spawn, where I need to stand, where I need to hide, where I need to place my turrets, and play with a little bit of strategy. Yes, this is the lazy man way of doing things, but like I said, if you're in a group and you're trying to be a contributing factor, you can be just by staying alive. The amount of DPS you can do with your seekers and with your flame turrets is pretty damn high, and most people underestimate how much damage you can actually do. Is it useful in PvP? Probably not, but I don't play PvP just by choice. Yeah, and just knowing where to be and what to do. Everybody has their place in a team. You need someone that's going to be dedicated just for heals. You need somebody for primary DPS, somebody for ranged DPS. You know, you've got, every mission has its own needs and responsibilities, so know your role, know what you're supposed to be doing, and do it. Don't get greedy.
I'm not sure exactly
you're not going to get
what
any
you're
extra
looking for,
XP, you're not going to get
Chernico
anything
will have
extra
been
by making the
somehow,
kill.
even through this.
You just need to lay there and sweat
notes,
it.
journals,
You just need to be
like
there.
that, be on the lookout.
Oh, sure, you need to contribute, but it's kind of hard to contribute whenever you run way far ahead, get killed. Now somebody either has to use their tac link just for you instead of whenever there's a near wipe situation going on. When 2-3 people are down, you're almost down, you hit that tac link, boom, and just get everybody back up at one time. Now, somebody will then have to use up their skill time, their resources, whatever. They're going to have to rescue you because you decided to run ahead and do something stupid and get killed.
Your shade tech's picking up a lot of hardware.
So,
What the hell are the Russians doing with all that processing power?
play will look fun.
Under normal circumstances, probably
I know that's a
fine.
lot to ask for.
Now, odds are
But,
Chernenko
oh well.
is using all those processors
Now, this part
to
right
run
here.
some analytic models of the virus.
I don't like these times where you sit there and have to wait. Okay. Okay. You listen to the story. Lovely. Okay, now I hit this button, and now I have to wait again. It's
pulling down his
no
data.
different than having
What is this,
to
Doctor?
use an echo to be able to
Mapped RNA
proceed through a
files.
mission.
I don't know for what,
It's
but
just
it's
these little
trained
things that will
genomic
slow the
data by
missions run
truckload.
down.
Agent,
This
I
run
need
time is
that. I need
around
all of
16
it.
minutes from start to finish. It could have been a little bit shorter. You probably could have trimmed out at least a minute just on this alone. Now, the reason why I throw the turret there is the first part of this spawn, they're going to come out of that door.
Where's it gone?
And invariably,
Agent,
once the fire
data
starts,
stopped. We've been
somebody's
hacked.
going to get stuck there.
Agent, whatever
And
did that to you was
the only way
shade
to dig
tech,
him back out
which means
is
there's someone
with
in your
seeker mines.
vicinity using shade tech, which makes them
So,
our new target.
retreat
Reacquire
back
that
either
tech
here or
and
inside the
Chernenko's
doorway.
data with it. Any way you see it.
I'll wait for my seeker to do his thing. Keep an eye on the flame turret. Once that flame turret's gone, I'll reposition it to somewhere else where it's even more useful. But this section right here, if you do it this way, it's just so easy. There's that guy stuck inside the door over there. And then you get second wave. Now in challenging mode, you'll get some that'll spawn up top, but in hard mode, you're going to get ground floor spawns only. And like I said, once you've got your flame turret up, you can just sit here and throw your seekers, and nobody has to put themselves truly in harm's way. And of course, with hard mode, you've only got the one medic here, whereas on challenging mode, you're going to have at least 2 medics, and they are quite a pain in the butt, because if you don't kill them right off, they're going to run back somewhere, throw down a heal box, and then they're back to full health again, and somebody's just going to have to get in there and get on top of them and kill them. It's even worse in the first section of this map, when you've got 2 or 3 medics, and you really can't see them. They're hiding, they're throwing med boxes, they're keeping their team alive. There's such a high priority to get rid of the medics early on. As you can see, fully stocked. Not a single shot fired.
Assessing security system. Security protocols deactivated.
Sure why I stopped there. I'm always full on
Security
these extra
doors
little things.
unlocked.
I never use the soda, the water, the energy bars. I never use that stuff. Probably should, but I just never have. As you can see with this build, it's not really that necessary. And here, I just throw the flame turret up on top of the rail, drop a seeker down, and wait. Whereas after this section, you'll see where I stand. Most people feel the need to have to rush in, but again, when you play like an old guy, you slow things down, get methodical. Alright, now he's down. I can go down here and detonate my old turret. Now with this 50% skill hazed, I've got a 10-second cooldown on the Seekers and on the flame turrets. Very, very manageable. So if you throw a turret here and then drop out a Seeker, it's going to go into the next room. It's going to pull those guys into here. You stay here, you've got cover, you've got the flame turret, you're protected. You're probably going to take 1 or 2 hits here and there, but big deal. The job gets done. It may not be as fancy and glamorous as rushing in there and being a bullet hose. When they come in the room, you just dodge out of the way. They get torched. Seekers are off cooldown. Deploy another Seeker. Pull them back in. Rinse and repeat. Yes, it's fun to go up there, drop in cover, and do the peekaboo gunfight. Yeah, it can be fun. It has its time. Or to run around with the D3 FNC set, the frontline set, and just tank all their shots and put bullets in their face. Yeah, that's fun too. Again, this is just to showcase that skill, you know, that little squishy skill monkey or fire monkey, they're useful. And here I'm going to have to go play peekaboo just to get him to aggro back on me. Because you see, that one won't spawn until you actually run out in the room. And he's going to come after me. Which is what I want. Instead of rushing headlong into them, why not just make them come to you? You find a spot where you can get that focused fire. You know, there's other terminology you can give to that. Your fatal funnel. All you're trying to do is you're just trying to get them to do what you want to do. Instead of you trying to maneuver in a position to make it right for you, why not just back up and make them come to you?
Alert. Intercepting transmission.
Coyote 1, this is Hornet. Copy?
Hornet, this is Coyote 1. We copy.
My mainframe alarm was tripped. I'm on my way in.
No need, sir. The Russians
In
locked
this
up in
section
some
right
kind of
here.
safe room. But he
There's a
can't
couple
hold
different
out much
spots you
longer.
can
We have JTF
run your
on
turret,
site, but it's nothing
but
we
essentially
can't
run
handle.
down,
It's not JTF.
get against the back wall.
I'm on my way. Hornet out.
Drop a seeker,
You people all need to leave.
get him motivated,
You are in violation
drop a turret where it
of
can
the
reach across,
articles of international.
it'll hit the bottom floor, and it'll hit the guy across. And just run back and let those two do their thing.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Occasionally you'll have one or two of them that'll run to the stairs, but as you see, if you're slightly prepared, no problem. He didn't quite make it. It's where some people would think that I have something against the LMB, but it's just really fun to kill. But then again, with this build, nothing beats running around, setting the cleaners on fire. Just some poetic justice. Now with this last guy, of course, you can have a shield guy. And it's time to play peekaboo. Throw a turret, get him mad, get him to come back around, burn his butt to the ground. Being able to predict what the NPCs are going to do
You are not
comes in handy as well.
army. Go away now.
Missions like
Can he?
Napalm, at the very end when you're fighting against Pharaoh.
Vitaly.
If you
Vitaly,
work it
it's
just
Dr.
right,
Jessica
you can get
Candle
Pharaoh
from
to
New
follow you
York.
around,
We spoke at Infograph after your
and
talk.
whenever you run up
I know you,
to
and you know
the
my
second
work.
floor,
Dr.
or the top floor,
Do you have my notes?
get him kind of in between the two stairwells,
We're here to help
which
you.
I'll show this in another
Can you open the
video.
door?
But you can get him right there, and you stand right there in the center. He's trying to get to you. He thinks he's on top of you, but he's
Vitaly,
actually
what's
below
going
you
on?
one floor down.
That was a breaching
And
charge.
he'll stay right there
Move,
for the
agent.
majority of the time until you actually move. And you can sit there and just
Accessing
spam
security
seekers on
system.
top of them and take care of the situation. Well, like I said, I'll show that on another video.
Alert. Intercepting
I'm going to try to do
This is
as
Hornet
many
Boss.
missions
I
as
got your
possible
Mako,
on
and I
at
pulled
least
his
hard
notes off
mode
the server before the
to
JTF accessed them.
be
We're
with
ready to
skills
extract.
only. The same thing, no guns used, just using my turrets and just using my seekers.
Permission to engage.
With an occasional hand grenade. Because when you come up on the booby traps, it wouldn't be a no guns video if I took my pistol out or my rifle and just shot the mines. So I'll either run past them, detonate that way, or I'll throw a grenade on them. Because technically that's not using a gun. Didn't notice it before, but there was little red marks on the ground just then where the sniper's laser was actually hitting the ground. This last section, just a little bit of timing here and there. Well-placed seekers. There you go. And wait, I'm fully stocked. No ammo needed. Alright, so just get your cooldown set. Run up here, get on the wall. I can deploy a seeker, but I like to set the turret right here on that fence because for some reason they just won't go over and knock it out. They don't shoot it as frequently as they would if you put it on top of the columns, which I found. Which I figured being on top of the columns would be a better spot for it because it's a little bit more elevated. But that spot just seems to work best. sit back, watch, let everything do its thing. Come up as needed, replace your turret, throw another secret. Rinse and repeat. Do the same thing. And since they hacked the turret, go ahead and detonate it. Oh great, you got a secret out. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing. Right back to the turret. And I'm still bleeding, still taking shots, so make it done. Not 100% necessary, but whatever. You never know. And oh, poor little guy. His gun flew up on top of the roof. And that's all she wrote.
Alert.
So one
Chain
more mission,
technology detected.
100%
Syncing
complete from
with
start to
chain
finish.
technology.
No guns used, no bullets used,
Accessed.
all skills
Establishing
only,
uplink.
and
Getting the files
that's
off that
with
agent's shade
turrets,
tech. This will
flame
take
turrets,
days to
and the
analyze,
split
but there's
seeker.
something here. Something scary.
Alrighty, well
It's a
I
good
do
thing
thank you
got
for
this.
watching,
Not
and
that good. We had to
stand
get
by
him
shortly
slipping out
because I
from
got
under our
a
noses.
couple more videos coming out pretty
I've
quick.
got his notes.
So,
I don't need them. At
just
least not
stay
yet.
tuned, and
Oh, there's
thanks
so
again.
much good data in here.